there, Laurel here. Welcome to another Simply Card Making video. Today I'm going to make this coffee themed card using a stamp and die set from the Essentials by Ellen line called Oh Frappe. And it's so cute, isn't it? Look at this. It's adorable. Anything coffee, it has to come to my house. It has to be mine. I need it. I just have to have it. All right, so I'm taking one of the little coffee rings here and I'm stamping it with Cup of Joe ink, which is from Hero Arts, just a nice brown ink. I'm going to create a background here first. I also ended up doing a little bit of watercoloring, so I'm glad I used this ink because it's waterproof. That was kind of an afterthought. Now I'm taking the smaller circular image here and stamping it with, oh, what's it called? Soft Sand ink, also by Hero Arts. And it was at this point I decided it's just too white. The background was too white for me, so I'm taking some tea dye distress ink, smushing that down onto my craft sheet, adding a little bit of water, and I'm going to go in and very messily, that's not a word, messily, yep, not a word. It's my word, it's a Laurel word. And I'm going to color in some of those circles there, and that's just going to tie in nicely and kind of take away that stark whiteness of the background. Now you see the little coffee cup up there on the left? You just ignore that. You just Photoshop that out of your mind. I'm not going to use it. It's not there. It's not there. All right, so this is some Essentials by Ellen Vellum. This is the only vellum I use. I encourage you to check it out. It's super thick. It's great. It's fantastic. Taking some ground espresso distress ink. Of course, I had to use this color, the ground espresso, for my espresso card. I'm just adding some distress ink. I did not want it blended. I kind of wanted it splotchy, so I purposely kind of left it that way. Stamp the sentiment with some Onyx Black pigment ink, and since it's a pigment ink, you got it, I can go ahead and heat emboss this. So I dumped it in a tub of clear embossing powder and I'm heating that with my heat tool. I always struggle with adhering vellum. Saw my friend Effie from the 10 Stamps do this, and I could kick myself for not coming up with this on my own. But I'm just going to wrap the vellum around the back side of my card, and then I don't have to worry about stapling it. I did a card where I stapled on the vellum, and man, I got a couple nasty comments, I'll tell you. And then sometimes your glue, your adhesive will show through on the vellum, so putting it around the back side of the card is brilliant. All right, now it's time to tie in that little coffee cup here that we're going to go ahead and do. So this stamp set also has a coordinating die set, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp this image here again in that Cup of Joe ink. It is waterproof. I've got some peacock feathers distress ink, and also some tumbled glass there that I smushed on the side, add a little bit of water, and I'm just going to go in and apply this down directly onto my cup here. Now this is watercolored paper that I'm using for the coffee cup here. My other card panel is also watercolored paper. All right, so I'm just going to go in and add a little bit. Now that's just some tea dye that I'm just coloring the lid with. Then I'll zap that with my heat gun to dry it, and then I'll run that through my die cutting machine. These dies line up very, very easily. You can see I'm just putting it right there on place. I'm taking a piece of tape there to adhere that down into my paper, and then I'll run it through my machine. I've got my cute little coffee cup. All right, so I've got this ground espresso distress ink here. I'm going to go ahead and distress some of the edges here. Just bring in a little bit of that brown. You know, this is a coffee card, so I wanted to make it all, you know, coffee-like. And then we're almost done. We're almost done, I promise. I'm going to pop up my coffee cup with some foam dimensional right there, set it aside kind of at an angle on the vellum there. Then this set also comes with a little teeny tiny heart, so I decided I wanted to use that heart. So I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella glitter pen in the color red, just kind of scribble out a little splotch there on my white cardstock. Then I'll take that die cut heart there, and then run that through my die cutting machine so I can have a cute sparkly heart. Gonna adhere that with this is a Martha Stewart glue pen I didn't even know I had. I just looked up and like it appeared there out of magic. Like, where did it come from? I don't know. I have so much stuff in my craft room, it's unbelievable. This is some coordinating cardstock I had in my stash. I really don't know who it's from. It's some I've had for quite some time, but I thought it matched nicely in with the cup there. I'm trying to decide if I want any of it to show through with a little border. And you're going to see that I decided that I did. This is exactly how I make cards. I just kind of figure it out as I go. Isn't that crazy? I decided to leave some of the top part of the card base exposed. Tiny little border there, just to tie into the color of the cup that we colored there. And that's it done. The end. And I love that vellum there. I think it shining through on the background is super cool. So that's it. Super quick video for me today. Super quick card. Coffee. I think I'm going to go have some right now. Have a great day. Ooh, you know, it took me a long time to do this and I don't know why I didn't, but I put a couple of dollops of Cool Whip in my coffee. And holy crud, it's really good. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.